Hello and welcome back to my valley. I'm just chilling here in Merida's house. I'm about to ask her what her next quest is gonna be. Sometimes you have to make your own adventures. It's good you're here, Sim. Hades is up to one of his schemes. Don't suppose you'd want to help me foil it? I'd love nothing more. So Hades came to me and asked me to help him find something. Something I supposedly hid back before the forgetting. It's somewhere in the Vale, and it's an artifact that lets whoever hold it change their fate. He said it's an artifact connected to Clan Dunbrook. Why would someone want to change their fate? I don't know, maybe because they don't like their fate so far? But since we're talking about Hades, it's probably just because he wants more power. I've got some old bags in me house from before the Never After that might have a clue to the artifact. Would you help me search my house for a clue? Change your fate. Oh, look what we got here. Oh, a memory. I asked my closest friend and ally in Dreamlight Valley to hide the first clue somewhere no one will find it. She's a fierce warrior with a bow staff. I know I can trust her. Huh? The clue says that I left something with my closest friend and ally in Dreamlight Valley. Ugh, that Drake forgetting. I don't remember who that could be. The clue said my friend was a fierce warrior who was good with a bow staff. Could you ask around and see if anyone fits that description? Well, I can already tell you who it is. It's Mulan. Say, Mulan, you're a fierce warrior who's good with a bow staff, aren't you? I'd like to think so. Before the forgetting, were you friends with Merida?
Huh?
Merida? Of course, Merida! I remember now. We always had a wonderful time together. That makes sense. You two are so alike. Merida told me a story once about shooting for her own hand and deciding her own fate.
Yes.
I knew then that we'd be great friends. You and Merida should catch up later, but right now I'm on the trail of something important. Hades is after some sort of artifact. It sounds like Merida asked you to help her hide it. Do you remember anything like that? Now that you mention it, that does sound familiar. Merida asked me to hide a clue somewhere even she wouldn't find it. I remember I climbed up a statue of a giant flying horse. I hope that helps. And it does. Thank you, Mulan. And that looks like a Pegasus if I ever saw one. And look, there's a bag. There we go. Hey, Merida, I found out who your friend was. It was Mulan. She hid the next clue for you. Mulan? I remember now. I loved going on adventures with her. Take a look. She hid the clue way up under the wing of the giant horse statue. Ugh, how are we supposed to get that down? Well, Mulan certainly did a good job hiding the clue. Climbing up there would have been even tougher than climbing the crone's tooth. I'll try shooting it out with my bow. Ha! That did it! Let's see what it says. Oh, and we have a memory. I left the next clue where the wolf drinks spilled tea. Could it mean somewhere near the wild woods? This one has me stumped. Those teapots making the waterfalls, maybe it means something like that? Well, let's go check it out, Merida. I do believe this is the spot, but I haven't cleared these out yet. And I do still need to take a picture of them, as well as the flames outside of the Hades one. So let's get that done and over with. And show the picture to Flynn. This place is really coming together. I've got something to show you, Flynn. Whoa, how did you draw that? It looks so real. It's a picture. I used my camera. You know what? Just think of it as a magic portrait machine. Sure, whatever you say. Hold on. This magic portrait machine? Think you could get a picture of me that gets my nose right? Sketch artists always mess it up. Yeah, it could. Great! We'll have to schedule that in between all my other roguish adventures. But seriously, are you showing me this magic portrait for a reason? I was trying to explore the Teapot Falls and Ever After, and I came across these things blocking the way. Have you ever seen them before? Huh? Now that you mention it, I have seen them. There are a couple of them inside the fairy tale trial that I was cursed to protect. I wish I knew more about how to get rid of them. Hey, maybe there's a book you could read in the Library of Lore. Or a book you could talk to. The lore keeper probably knows something. Great idea. Let's talk to the lore keeper. I found some mysterious waterfalls shaped like a teapot in Ever After. They're awfully curious. Ah, yes, such a mysterious sight, like something right out of a bedtime story. I'd like to get closer and investigate them, but something is blocking the way. Giant teacups shattered everywhere. Those are a remnant of Maleficent and Hades' feud. They quarreled in the sky over Ever After, and rubble was strewn about. Aurora faced this same problem once, long ago. It seems your story is becoming even more intertwined with hers. Where could Aurora be?
No.
I'm afraid I haven't the faintest idea. The ending of her story is still unwritten. But perhaps you could follow in her footsteps to solve your challenge. With a little help from the good fairies, Aurora discovered the secret to clearing away the rubble. Perhaps her notes are hidden somewhere. This part of Aurora's story is lost to me, I'm afraid. I knew it once, but it's become scattered, like so many of my precious stories. So, if I caught some snippets in Ever After, maybe I could bring that story back to your pages? Yes, seek out the snippets and restore Aurora's tale. It's the only way to learn how she faced this problem. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see what it takes us to reorder Aurora and the Teapot Falls. I can unlock it. Yay! Okay, I'm going to put this together real quick. I'll be right back with you. And the last 3 items are all shovels. Wow. Look at that tapestry. Intriguing. So we've got to go look for the book. The book will tell us how to make the shovel, dig up the teapots. Aurora and the Teapot Falls complete. Ooh, and I got my own teacup to place around. That's gonna look nice. Alright, this thing says find the bookshelf shown in Aurora's story in the bind and search it for Aurora's notes. I know exactly where this book is hiding. I believe I put it right over here next to Belle's reading nook. I love it. You recognize Aurora's handwriting from her journals. Aunt Flora tells me that to get rid of those giant shattered teacups littering the Teapot Falls, I'll have to make a potion using... Oh no. Oh, there's all the potion ingredients. I'll get right back with you guys when I have it all. Okay, so I'm not having any luck finding any volcanic rock. I looked it up. It says it's in the Elysian Fields. But I think we need to go speak to Hades and show him the picture and, get part of his quest done too. Oh my goodness. Looking good, nice outfit. Did you do something different with your hair? Yeah, it's short. We need to do a moth to flame. Okay, Sim. We need to have a little chat about your so-called job performance. I'm still not back on Mount Olympus, which means you're definitely not gonna make Minion of the Month. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I think I'm one step closer to getting inside Mount Olympus, but I've run into a little problem. Good news, bad news, how's this? I am empowering you to use that brain of yours to solve that little problem. 2 brains are better than 1. You'd think, but Pain and Panic have 2 brains, and they couldn't even manage to take care of Hercules when he was a baby. But fine, I get it. If it's gonna help me get back to Mount Olympus, let's talk it out. Go. I found another mythic trial. If I could just get inside, I could get us one step closer to Mount Olympus. But there are these blue and green flames scattered around, and I can't get past. All right, those. You see, Maleficent and I had a little disagreement. A disagreement that ended with some fireballs being tossed around. I tried to get rid of the fire, but since it's got some of Maleficent's magic in it, nada, nothing, won't budge. Is there anything you two didn't mess up around here? Point taken, but a good minion focuses on solutions, not problems. Let me think. Well, that Aurora lady, I heard she managed to get rid of a few of the flames. Had something to do with a sacred spring filled with magical waters? I've looked everywhere, but I can't find it. Then I guess we're right back where we started. But maybe the lore keeper can help. I'll go talk to her. Sounds like a great idea, especially since it requires nothing from me. Have a schmooze with that tattered old book, and you'll have me back on Mount Olympus in no time. Oy vey, alright, let's go talk to the lore keeper. Again. I understand you'd run afoul with Hades. Be careful around him, Sim. He's slippery. He's actually kind of funny. Well, he uses a sharp tongue to hide his true malevolence. Don't fall for it. Is there something you wish to ask me about? I've come across some mysterious flames. Hades told me I need to find a sacred spring to get rid of them. A sacred spring? Yes, I remember it. Its waters could help extinguish any flame, even the magical flame scattered about by Maleficent and Hades. But I'm afraid I've no idea where that spring might be. I remember that Aurora found it once, with the help of the good fairies. But this is another story that's become lost and scattered from my pages. If you could capture the snippets in Mythopia, perhaps you could restore this lost tale. And find the sacred spring. Okay, we need red birds. Done. And pink and blue demon snippets. I'll have to get back to you guys. Whew, that took too long. I'm here, ready to reorder some more stories. Aurora and the Sacred Spring. Okay, so let me put this together, guys. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and our last piece and the tapestry looks like this. So there is something next to there. And I've got to water the flames. Okay. Aurora and the Sacred Spring, complete. Okay, that Sacred Spring is through here. Haha! I did it! Oh, and I have a vial of water. So you managed to find that Sacred Spring? Say, just out of curiosity, purely academic interest, where is it? Not telling you, dude. What? Why not? Because I don't trust you. This is all because of that yappy book bad-mouthing me, isn't it? Okay. Well, talk about that later. No. Right. What should I do next? Well, the water from that sacred spring is only good for dealing with mythic magic. You'll need more than that for Maleficent's part of the flames. I guess I'll need to collect some more ingredients to make this potion. Oh my goodness, they're just sending me back and forth and everywhere, guys. We're going to have to finish this in the next episode. I'm pretty sure we've run out of time. So, without further ado, I'll see you in the next episode.